Good morning class 6. This is your English class. Today in this video we are going to start chapter 4.2 of unit 4, that is about the topic the Panchatantra. So students, now open page number 99 in your English book. Now see, on the top of the page there is chapter 4.2 of unit 4 and it is about the topic the Panchatantra. Okay. So students, now let's start reading. The Panchatantra is an ancient Indian collection of fables in prose and verse. Okay. So, what is Panchatantra? Panchatantra is an ancient Indian collection of fables. Those are written in prose and verse form. Okay. See here what ancient means. Ancient means old, past. And what prose means? Prose means spoken or written languages. Those are originally written in the ordinary form without any metrical structure. And what verse means? Verse means languages those are written in metrical rhythm, not in ordinary form like prose. And verse always has a particular rhythm. Okay. So, what is a prose? Once again I am telling. Prose means written or spoken language. Those are originally written in ordinary form without any metrical structure. And verse means languages those are written in metrical rhythm, not in ordinary form like prose, and verse always has a particular rhythm. Okay. So, once again I am telling what is Panchatantra. Panchatantra is an old Indian collection of fables. Those are written in prose and verse. The original work was in Sanskrit, which some scholars believe was composed about 2400 years ago by one Pandit Vishnu Sharma. Okay. The original work of Panchatantra was written in Sanskrit language. Okay. The original work of Panchatantra was written in Sanskrit language, that some scholars believe that it was composed about 2400 years ago by a Pandit whose name was Vishnu Sharma. Once again I am telling, the original work of Panchatantra was written in Sanskrit language, and some scholars believe that this Panchatantra was written about 2400 years ago by a Pandit whose name was Vishnu Sharma. It is the most frequently translated work of Indian literature, and it is the most frequently translated work of Indian literature. And you know, Sanskrit is the ancient Indian literature. More than 200 different versions have appeared in about 50 languages of the world. What versions means? See, versions means copies slightly different from the original. Okay, versions means copy slightly different from the original. So, more than 200 different copies have appeared in about 50 languages of the world. Okay. So, when a Panchatantra was written, its original language was Sanskrit, and it was written about 2400 years ago by a Pandit whose name was Vishnu Sharma. After that, this Panchatantra is translated in different languages. and more than 200 different versions have appeared in about 50 languages of the world. The Panchatantra has been divided into 5 different parts or books. Okay? The book Panchatantra has been divided into 5 different books. Each part contains a main story. Each part contains a main story. Each part contains a main story. Okay? See this picture. Panchatantra is divided into 5 books. है ना? So, suppose this is the main story of the Panchatantra and it is divided into total 5 books. Okay? This is number 1 book, this is number 2 book, this is number 3 book, this is number 4 book and this is number 5 book. Okay? Total 5 and this is the main story. Suppose this is the main story. Into the frame of this main story, several other stories have been interwoven. Interwoven means what? Interwoven means woven together. Okay? Means some sub-stories are kept in the frame of main story. Okay? One story often leads to another story and thus the stories operate like a succession of Russian dolls. Okay? What succession means? One thing following another in a regular pattern. Okay? So, see here. One story often leads to another story. One story leads to another story. Okay? Then the stories operate like a succession of Russian dolls. The succession of Russian dolls. Now see, one narrative opens into another, sometimes 3 or 4 deep. Okay? One narrative opens into another narrative, sometimes one narrative opens into 3 or 4 deep narratives. One story moves into 3 or 4 other stories, one after the other. Okay? The same thing here. One story moves into 3 or 4 other stories, one after the other. Okay? So students here see the picture properly. In Panchatantra, there is a main story. Suppose this is the main story. And Panchatantra is divided into 5 books, you know. So, in among 5 books, this is the main story. Now see here, the circle. A second story grows out of the main story. है ना? A second story grows out of the main story. Then a third story grows of the second story. Then the second story leads another story that is called third story. Okay? Next see, a fourth story grows out of the third story. Then the third story leads another story that is fourth story. है ना? Now see, the fourth story leads another story that is fifth story and again joins with the main story and it again joins with the main story. The fifth story again joins with the main story. This is the circle of Panchatantra. Okay? And the stories in Panchatantra leads from the main story like the succession of Russian dolls. है ना? See the sequence of these Russian dolls. Like this, the stories in Panchatantra from the main story grows like the succession of Russian dolls sequentially. Okay? So students, in this chapter you have to read to this portion. In the next video, I will explain the next part of this topic.